Okay, let's talk about a single person. Usually single people, and they're facing long-term care costs, they go, I don't have enough money to pay this $8,000 or $10,000 or $12,000, whatever it's going to be. I'm going to run out of money. I better sell my house. And oftentimes they sell their house. And what do? They spend all their money till they've spent everything they have. And then they apply for Medicaid. I can tell you that is the wrong strategy. Please do not do that. Please see an elder law attorney who can help you. Let me give you an example. Your home is an exempt resource. If you've got over $1 million of equity in it, then there'll have to be more strategies. But let's say your home is worth less than $1 million, okay? And you're going to go into a care facility, and you don't want everything you've worked for to go to your care costs. What are you going to do? Well, it really depends on what your situation is, but let's talk about somebody who maybe they've been at the adult family home for 2 years and they've spent money over the course of the last 2 years, and the facility will now take Medicaid. We're going to take a look at how much money there is, and then we're going to make sure that they've bought everything that they can buy that makes sense. Sometimes it might mean that they've got only $50,000 left, and we might recommend buy a $50,000 car. And you might go, that's crazy. Why would you do that? Because once the person's on Medicaid, the car, which is an exempt resource, can be transferred actually with no penalty. So that might be a way to go. It depends on the situation. But in this situation, let's say we have someone, we'll call her Darlene. She's in an adult family home, and her house is modest. It's worth $250,000. And what she has done is she has privately paid for the 2 years. So she's now saying, I'm eligible for Medicaid, but I have my house. Should I just sell my house and reap the $250,000 from the sale proceeds? We would tell her, no, there's a better option than that. Because Medicaid doesn't count the house as an accountable asset, she applies for Medicaid. Medicaid benefits are awarded. Medicaid benefits cover what her income does not. She's allowed to keep $100 personal needs allowance, not much. And frankly, that's kind of hard to keep her house going because of all the expenses related to the house. So what is she going to do? Oh, and plus, if she keeps the house in her name, we don't have a spouse to transfer it to. So the state isn't going to end up with her house, at least have a lien on it to cover what benefits they paid on her behalf, unless there's some other exception that applies. But in this case, we're going to sell the house after she's on Medicaid. Really important, after, not before. And in this case, she can gift probably close to 75% of that house proceeds. Let's say it sells for $250,000. She can gift $190,000 to a family trust for the benefit of her children. Keep in mind, she can't be a beneficiary. So she makes the gift. She keeps $60,000. The reason that she's allowed to keep the money is that she's already on Medicaid. She's not an applicant. She's a recipient. She keeps the money. Medicaid says, oh, you now have $60,000 and you gave away $190,000. So you're off of Medicaid. And that was our plan. So she's off of Medicaid for a period of time. Currently, as I said, Medicaid penalty period is $11,000, some odd cents. So she's off of Medicaid for about 17 months. What does she do during that 17 months? She uses her income and the money she retained for the sale of her home that she didn't gift, and she pays for her adult family home for the next 17 months. She applies again and she's back on Medicaid. What was the result of this? Out of the $250,000, her asset, her home, she was able to preserve, and protect $190,000, as opposed to spending it all down, as opposed to keeping it and letting the state get it when she's gone. So that's another handout we have, and it's talking about strategies for a single person, just a very simple one, but just to help you understand that if the question that you have as a single person is, should I sell my house to pay my nursing home bill or my adult family home bill? The answer might be no, you should not, because we have strategies that will work for you.